All right, welcome everyone. We're here to do something really important today. We're going to transform the way you see your role here. You're not just taking orders for boxes. Nope. You're starting a journey to become a true packaging consultant for Boxpool LLP, someone who gives our clients real, actual solutions. So let's get started. So picture this. The phone rings. A customer is on the line and they say, "Yeah, I just need a box." Sounds pretty simple, right? But that one little sentence, that's where everything begins. And answering the question, what do you ask next? Well, that's what separates a basic order taker from a problem-solving expert. By the time we're done here, you're going to know exactly what to ask.
Okay, first things first. We have to get the fundamentals down. Before you can suggest the perfect solution for a customer, you need to know what a modern box is actually made of. And trust me, it's a lot more complex and honestly, way more interesting than you probably think.
Let's clear something up right away. We don't just sell cardboard. What we work with is called corrugated board. It's basically an engineered material. You see that wavy, arched paper in the middle? That's called the flute, and it's sandwiched between two flat liners. That simple design is what gives our boxes their incredible strength. It's a genius idea that creates a really powerful product.
Now we can take that basic structure and really level it up. You've got your standard single wall, that's one layer of the flute. But then you have a double wall, which, you guessed it, has two layers of that wavy flute. A product like our double wall 5-ply carton box uses this. So what does this mean for the customer? It means way more strength, more rigidity, and a whole lot more protection for anything that's heavy or fragile. And we can get even more specific. See, not all flutes are the same. The size of that wave, or arch, actually changes what the box is good for. A flute, for example, gives you fantastic cushioning. On the other end, the super thin E and F flutes are perfect for retail boxes, where you need a really nice, clean finish. But for most of your shipping needs, C flute is the hero. It's the perfect, do-it-all workhorse. Okay, so we've talked about the material, but a box isn't just about what it's made of. It's about its shape, its design, how it actually works. The style of the box is every bit as important. So let's run through the big ones. You've got the RSC, the regular slotted container. That's the classic shipping box we all know and love. Then you've got die-cut boxes. Think of these like using a cookie cutter on cardboard. It lets us create any custom shape, like a pizza box or a unique product holder. Mailers are built for e-commerce, and telescopic boxes have that separate lid that slides over the base. Each one solves a totally different problem.
All right, so theory is great, but let's make this real. How does all of this actually apply to the products you'll be talking about with customers every day? This is where you stop just knowing facts and you start thinking like a consultant.
So here's our first case study, the Boxpool corrugated mango box. A customer calls, they need to ship mangoes. Right away, your consultant brain should start worrying. What does this product really need? The key is to just break it down. What do we know about mangoes? Well, they're heavy and they bruise easily, so they need strength and protection. That points us to a classic RSC style because they stack really well. And the build? You'd want to go with a strong C flute and probably a double wall to handle that weight and all the bumps of transport. See, you're not just selling a box anymore, you're selling the guaranteed safety of their produce. Okay, let's do a complete 180. How about a 1-kilogram cake box? The product is totally different, which means the solution has to be too. With a cake box, the need isn't about heavy-duty strength. It's about presentation. It's about looking good and being convenient. This is the perfect job for a custom die-cut style, maybe one with a handle built right in. The material doesn't need to be a thick double wall. A thinner, sleeker E or F flute is perfect. It looks great and gives a better surface for printing a logo. The key selling point here is making the customer's brand shine. All right, one last example to really hammer this home. A customer calls about packing Jaggery. It's just a solid, dense, heavy block. What's our analysis here? So for Jaggery, the main job is just containment. It's not fragile like a mango, so you don't need tons of cushioning. But it is heavy, so you'd suggest a strong single wall with a really sturdy B or C flute. The whole focus here is on a robust box that's not going to tear or bulge. What you're selling is confidence, reliability. See what I mean? You already know how to think through a customer's problem. So now, let's give you the exact questions you need to ask to get all the info you need. Think of this as your personal toolkit for every single call you make. This is it, your guide to greatness. You just need to remember these 5 questions. What are you packing? That tells you what the product needs.
Dimensions and weight, that tells you about material strength, right? Is it a single or double wall? How will it be used? That tells you the style. An RSC for shipping, a die cut for a store shelf. And finally, how many do you need so you can give them an accurate quote? With just these 5 questions, you can solve pretty much any packaging puzzle that comes your way.
So let's end with this thought. Never forget that every single call is an opportunity. You have the knowledge now. The next time a customer says, "I just need a box," you're going to know exactly what to ask next. Because you're not just selling a box anymore, you're delivering a solution. So the only question left is, what solution will you build first?